Welcome everyone. I'm Sara and this is Restorative Yoga. So today we're going to focus on hip openers. Hips are something that have kind of been an issue for me lately, and I know a lot of folks have issues with their hips. So we're going to focus on opening up our hips a little bit and, just getting ourselves into a nice relaxed state of mind before the holiday weekend. So we're going to start with our chair. So we are going to flip the chair over so that we're basically using the back of the chair as a ramp. And then if you have a wall that you can place the legs of your chair up against, that way it won't slide, or something that you can rest up against. So we're going to be using the back of the chair as a support. And then we want to kind of pad that a little bit. So I'm going to actually grab a pillow. So I have one of these nice big king size pillows that I'm going to use to pad. You could use blankets or regular pillows is fine as well. And then if you have blocks, great. If not, you can use blankets. So I'm going to grab both. So let's go ahead and get these kind of situated. Grab a couple of blankets. And then if you have a strap, great. If not, don't worry about it. And then optionally, an eye pillow. So we're going to start with a supported bound angle. So we're going to sit down and kind of recline. Actually, before we do that, let's grab our strap if we have one and if we're using it. And we're going to take the strap around the back and buckle it. So I have a D-ring kind of strap, so I'm going to take it through both rings and then bring it back through just one. And we want to leave it pretty loose to start, placing it kind of low on the back, and then we'll loop it underneath the feet. And we want to place the buckle so that it's not touching a body part. So if you can slide it so it's kind of in the space between your ankle and your thigh. And then getting some support underneath the knees. So you can use the blocks, or you can roll up a couple of blankets and place them. I think I'll use the blankets actually rather than the blocks. The blocks will give you a little bit more height than the blanket, or you can use both. So I think I'm just going to use the blankets here. And then lying back, resting, shifting your body around so that you're really, really feeling comfortable. And then we will put the eye pillow on. If we're using one, I'm going to set my timer we're going to be here for about 5 minutes. So resting the arms down by the sides. Maybe I'll place those blocks underneath my forearms. It's like little arm rests here. So the goal of this practice is really, besides opening up the hips and de-stressing and relaxing, is to make sure that we're as comfortable as we possibly can be. So if you're getting into a pose and something doesn't feel right, something's bothering you, something hurts, please readjust so that you're comfortable again. And once you've found that comfort, focusing your attention on your breath so that this then can become a meditation. And start to release. So for the next pose, it's going to be very similar. So go ahead and come up and we'll remove the strap if we're using one. Actually, you can just take it off of your feet. You don't have to take it all the way off, or you can if you want. There we go. So we're going to do a similar pose, but we're just going to cross the legs. So we don't want to cross the ankles. We just want to cross the legs. So one foot is kind of tucked in close to you, the other one's a little further away. So we don't want the legs kind of resting on each other. So we're keeping the same setup here. We're just changing the legs a little bit. And we'll do 3 minutes with the legs one way, and then we'll switch our feet after 3 minutes. So putting the eye pillow in place if you're using one. And resting the arms, relaxing the entire body, melting into your props, into the floor. Again, changing anything that does not feel comfortable for you. So that's 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and switch our feet. So whatever leg you had in closest to you, move that leg away. And then take the other leg in towards you. And then we'll go for another 3 minutes here. So it might feel different from one side to the other. While we're in these poses, just scanning the body for any areas of tension, places where you might be kind of holding or clenching, actively trying to relax those areas. That was 3 minutes on that side. So slowly bring your knees together and then extend your legs out. And then we'll make our way up to a seat. So for our next pose, I'm going to give you the option of using the chair. You may or may not want to use it. So we'll put the chair back the way it's supposed to be. So go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to turn mine sideways so you guys can kind of see me a little bit better from the side. And then I might wind up moving the chair out of the way to do the pose without the chair. So I'll show you with first and then without. So we'll need, if you're planning to use a chair, you probably don't need a lot other than the chair. We're going to do another butterfly pose or bound angle, but we're going to be folding forward. So with the chair, you'll be resting your forehead on the chair. Without, you'll be resting down on a bolster. I think I'm probably going to use bolster and pillow maybe. So we'll see. And then I'm going to also, I always like to sit on a blanket. Actually, I'm going to sit on my other one. This one's a little bit thicker. Whenever I do Baddha Konasana with the fold, I just feel like it gets my pelvis in that anterior tilted position a little bit better when I have my hips a little elevated. So we're going to sit on the blanket, bring the soles of the feet together, and then we'll bring the chair in close. And then if you're using the chair, go ahead and just rest your forehead on the chair. I'm actually going to move the chair away from me so I can be more on the edge of my blanket. And then you can prop underneath the knees again with blocks. I think I'll grab some blocks here. Okay, so you can prop here. So, and then your arms, you can rest on the chair, or you can rest them down by your side. So this would be using the chair. And then if you don't want to use a chair, take a bolster, and then I'm going to take a pillow on top of that because I think I'm not going to want to fold that far forward, and then rest here. So find what works best for you. I actually think I might want to use the chair. So I'm going to put that stuff to the side and bring my chair back because I think this is working better for me today. And so we'll be here for 5 minutes. Let me set my timer on my watch. Start to release. So go ahead and come up. And then the next pose, we'll stay with our chair and with the blanket underneath the bottom, and we're just going to take the legs out wide. So we're coming into our seated angle pose, straddle fold. And then again, we're going to rest the head on the chair, or if you want to go deeper, you can use a bolster and go down deeper into this fold if you'd like. So you want to see what that looks like. Bring that bolster, maybe pillow on top of it, and rest. Oh yeah, this feels good. All right, so we'll be here for another 5 minutes. ahead and start to release. So sitting up. Legs together. All right, and then for our final pose, we're gonna do a supported child's pose. So I'm gonna use my bolster and pillow combination again. I'm gonna rest my upper body on this. And then I'm gonna use a couple of blankets. One I want to place behind my knees. So I'm gonna make a little roll and place it behind my knees. And then I'm gonna make another little roll and place it. You know what? I think I'm gonna use I have a softer blanket. This is like a fleece blanket. These are kind of yoga, the Mexican yoga blanket things. So I'm gonna actually use a softer blanket for behind my knees, or a pillow also works really nicely. You do want something soft behind those knees. And then I'm gonna use that more, sturdy blanket, I should say, underneath my ankles. And then let's take the knees a little bit wider. So this blanket actually works really well because it's a little longer. And place our bolster, pillow, whatever, in between the legs. And then we're going to do 3 minutes with our head turned in one direction. And then we'll switch sides so that we're getting both sides of the neck. If one side of your neck is really just not wanting to be turned that way, feel free to do the whole thing on one side. That's fine too. Let me start the timer for the first side. And then those arms can just rest comfortably down. Go ahead and switch sides. If you're switching, feel free again to stay on that same side if you need to for your neck. And we'll be here for 3 more minutes. Go ahead and release, sitting up, moving the props from underneath us. And then we'll set up for our final relaxation. So for this, we will need a roll for the neck and a roll for under the knees. If you have like a round bolster, you can use that under your knees. My bolster is kind of rectangular, so I don't think I'm going to use that. Well, I won't be staying in this pose anyway, so it does not really matter because I'm going to be reading the Yoga Nidra for you guys while you are in your relaxation pose. So this is also a pose where we would want an eye pillow if we have one. And if you don't have an eye pillow, you can always use just like a little washcloth or something like that, towel, even a blanket or, you know, a shirt. So getting that bolster right underneath your knees and lying down and getting the neck roll kind of underneath. And I kind of like to wrap this around my neck, almost like one of those travel pillows that you would wear on an airplane. And if you do happen to have a travel pillow, this would be a great time to break it out. And then we can take our eye pillow and You want to cover yourself up with a blanket. It's pretty warm in my space. And it is warm outside, so you might not want a blanket, but you could always put on more layers as well if you want to. So I'll give you guys a moment to get situated, and I'm going to go ahead and get ready to read the Yoga Nidra to you guys. It is time for Yoga Nidra. You should be lying on your back with the knees slightly bent and supported. Make sure that you are warm enough and that your position is one that will be comfortable for the duration of the practice. It is best that you remain still during Yoga Nidra so that both your body and brain have a chance to fully relax. However, if you become uncomfortable, please feel free to change position. Allow your eyes to close and keep them closed until the practice is ended. The practice of Yoga Nidra is a practice of yogic sleep that will guide you to a state of consciousness between wakefulness and sleeping. Try to remain awake by listening to the sound of my voice. You will be asked to move your awareness to various bodily sensations. Try not to concentrate too intensely, as this may prevent you from relaxing. During this meditation, please use and absorb what you need in the moment and leave the rest behind. If the mind becomes overactive with thoughts and worries, just come back to the sound of my voice. Become aware of any sounds you can hear in this moment. Nothing else but what you can hear without strain. Begin to focus on the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing radiate outward, searching out these distant sounds and following them for a few moments. Move your attention from sound to sound without labeling the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, from sounds outside the building to sounds inside the building to sounds inside the room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls of your room, the ceiling, floor, your body lying on the floor. Visualize your body lying on the floor, the position of your body, your clothes, your hair, your face. Become acutely aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Become aware of your natural breath. Become aware of your natural and spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body without any effort. The natural breath flows in through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of the breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. There is a sense of coolness as you inhale the breath. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat,
into your lungs. There is a sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this breath on your upper lip as you breathe out. The natural breath flows through both nostrils during the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. Take a long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation. Make your exhale even slower. Notice a slight pause after the exhale. Slow inhale, even slower exhale, and pause. Feel the urge to breathe in bubble up inside of you. When you need to inhale, please do so. Long, slow inhale. Longer, slower exhale. And then pause where the body is neither breathing in nor out. Continue breathing in this way. Now go back to the natural, easy breath, releasing any control over the inhale or exhale. We will now begin a systematic journey of sensory awareness throughout the body. You will move your awareness to different parts of your body as soon as you hear them named. Please say the name of the part to yourself and feel that part of your body, but do not move any part. The practice begins on the right side. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now go to the back of the body. Right heel, left heel, right calf, left calf, right thigh, left thigh, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, the entire spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, the pelvic floor, the whole right leg, whole left leg, the whole right arm, whole left arm, the whole face, the whole head, the whole torso, the whole body. Come back to the feeling of your breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. Maintain your awareness of breath, and at the same time, develop your awareness of your physical body. Your body is relaxed and lying on the floor. Notice the heaviness of your body as it rests on the floor, and take your awareness into all the points that are touching the floor. Lie quietly until you feel ready to move. Start by slowly moving your hands and feet, wiggling the fingers and toes, circling ankles and wrists, reaching the arms up overhead, a nice full body stretch, and then release and roll onto one side. Just stay on your side for a couple of deep breaths. And then slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat. Finish up our practice today. We'll sit up nice and tall, taking 3 deep breaths. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale them down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Once more, inhale up. Bringing the hands together, heart center as we exhale. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.